Welcome back, everyone, to Nortman Reviews, and this is the Age of Apocalypse Phase 4. Starting in Phase 4, we're going to look at all the issue number 4s of all the issues. These are the final issues before we hit the end with X-Men Omega. Astonishing X-Men, probably my favorite, just based on Joe Madureira's art. This lineup: Rogue, Sunfire, Morph, Iceman, Blink, and her. Wait, no, Iceman shouldn't be in here. He's on the other team, but he shows up in this book for a minute. Yes. Yeah, okay, so we'll get to it. Anyways, what's going on in this book? Rogue's team was sent to stop the cullings of Holocaust. He was just like murdering all these humans en masse, right? So her and her team, even though Bishop and Magneto have all these these plans to reset the timeline, they're still like, in case that doesn't work out, they still have jobs to do, I guess. So you think like they put all hands on deck trying to find Ileana, Destiny, and the Emcron Crystal, and not just send like a group of young people to find Ileana, and Gambit and like these ragtag team to find the Emcron Crystal, and send one guy, Nightcrawler, to find Destiny. You think you'd send like all these people just to make sure the job was done. But whatever. So, yeah. So they're fighting Apocalypse. Sabretooth had this confrontation with Holocaust. That's why I meant not Apocalypse, Holocaust. And at the end of the last issue, Holocaust had Sabretooth as a prisoner, and he like fatally wounded him or like struck him. So the final shot was like Sabretooth like chained up, strung up, and like you saw his ribs exposed. He was just bleeding out. I mean, Sabretooth has a healing factor, so how worried were we? I don't know. It looked pretty bad to me. But you got Blink here, and Blink is kind of sees her as a father figure or a mentor, kind of a Wolverine Jubilee situation. She was the one that saw Sabretooth up there, so she's fucking pissed. So she wants to confront Holocaust, so that's what she's doing here. Now we're going to pay attention to all the backgrounds that Joe Madureira does, because I've talked about backgrounds and about how he doesn't put a lot of backgrounds in there, but he does it when it's necessary. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, obviously, he probably put this rubble and stuff up here. He probably had the idea of the flames because of the shading on her here, and probably put some of the, looks like this stuff is on fire. So we'll see how the backgrounds go. Oh my god, tons of backgrounds. What did I say? I mean, it's a simple perspective shot, but there's a lot of detail in here. You understand that they're in some kind of structure or a building. There's fucking like oil drums or like biohazard containers. There's a pillar here. Cool shot of her. He could have taken the opportunity and he didn't. She's ready to confront Holocaust here, and he looks fucking badass in this containment suit. And he's like, oh, wait, I'm sorry? Who are you? Have we met? And she's like, I'm Blink. And I'm going to stop you once and for all. Yeah, so they just talk shit back and forth to each other. Cool fucking shot, right? And Blink has the power to teleport, so she suddenly teleports right behind him and takes a swipe. And he's talking shit about Sabretooth here, which pisses her off. And he's like, oh, you're trying to take sections of my life support armor. Impressive, but he grabs her before she can do it, like blink back away. This kind of reminds me of Spider-Man hitting Thanos in Infinity War using Doctor Strange's teleportation, portals. He grabs her and throws her, like just hurls her. And again, no backgrounds. They're really not needed. Like, we understand where they are. Throws her, gonna hit this like splatter on this fucking wall. But instead, as it says here, she creates a portal in the wall and she blinks right behind him. So using all that momentum and just hits him right in the back, does this cool like flip, tuck, and roll in the air, lands on his fucking face. And they're kind of in this stalemate here. She's got this, I don't know what this, like this weird energy pointy stick thing is, and he has this big hand that he shoots energy, I guess. And he says, we have a standoff, but do you really think you're faster than me? And all of a sudden, like, it's pretty, you don't see it specifically, but she forms a portal right underneath him, and the other one right over this vat of acid, and she just dumps his ass in there. She says, my name is Blink. Who do you think is faster? Half scan. She calls him a half scan. I guess that's an insult. So Blink was fucking pissed off and beat the fuck out of Holocaust in just a few pages. Kind of cool stuff. So, and I think, where are they? I think they're in Chicago, but they're not too far away. Rogue and the rest of the X-Men, they figured out where this big processing plant where they were producing all like the infinites, the foot soldiers. They found out where that is, and they want to take it down, right? So here they are, Sunfire, Rogue, Morph, and Wildchild. They're just beating the fuck out of these guys. Telling Morph to shut up. So she tells Sunfire here to go free the survivors, take Wildchild with you. So Sunfire grabs him, bursts off. So Morph is just like with all his fucking arms, just beating up people. He's still making jokes. She's still yelling at him to fucking zip it. So he does this like zipper thing on him, but she doesn't. He can't make her smile. And he's kind of like, is this it? Is this like the end of days kind of thing? Not a lot of backgrounds. I mean, I guess they're on some top of some building here. I guess. But here's Apocalypse's Citadel in New York, and you can see how fucking huge this thing is compared to all these buildings down here. And there's this orb that's showing like Rogue fighting, and Magneto is being forced to watch it. He's seeing his wife, and he's like, my love, my life, and Apocalypse is here. Because they captured Magneto in Amazing X-Men #3 very recently. Cool shot, cool art. Joe Mad, just a fun artist to read, to look at. Just he's talking shit to Magneto, basically, more or less. Like you suck. You can't stop me. Everything that the humans are doing is not going to work. And he's like, you're going to all die. So these guys are about to like execute these humans. But then this is cool. Before they can, they hear like someone howling, so that's kind of a distraction. He's on this like fucking rock edge, I guess. And Sunfire just comes zooming in like an atomic angel in search of vengeance. And he just like fucking vaporizes these guys, just fucking unleashes hell on them. And he tells them like, you are free. And like, what about Holocaust? Like, don't worry, that situation is being resolved as we speak. So, in comes Running Morph. He's still making jokes. Are you okay? What happened to Holocaust? What's the capital in Nebraska? And she's like, Mr. Creed is dead. Sabretooth is dead. But I dumped Holocaust into genetic stew, so he's fucking dead too. So I took him out. But the fucking vat here, or whatever, container just explodes. All the shit comes out. Morphs into this thing to block it from her. And out comes Holocaust. He's not dead. Obviously, that wasn't going to fucking kill him. He's the first horseman of Apocalypse. You think I could be harmed by a child? And so this is kind of a cool moment. She's like, Morph, can you do something? So he's smiling here. And he's like, your brain is reversing in its electromagnetic flow. That has got to hurt. So he did something with using electromagnetic powers. And she's like, how'd you do that? It's like, because I'm not Morph at all. It's been Rogue the whole time. She touched Morph to gain his powers to, I guess, I mean, was that necessary? Couldn't have Rogue just come in and done that anyways? She comes in, she uses her power and crushes down on his fucking arm cannon thing here. The real Morph comes in, he's wearing a cape. Jumps in out of this balcony, this skylight, I guess. Turns into a gigantic brick. Lands on his goddamn head. Pow! That's kind of fun. And he looks up, and there's a cool money shot of the team. And it's like we're gonna fuck you up. We're gonna take you down now. From where I'm standing, looks like you're finished. And Sand over there just punches her, knocks her away. Sunfire comes zooming in. That's a cool shot right there. Just like you feel the action. Again, are we looking at backgrounds? There's rubble. There's an open sky. Nothing really going on. There's some stuff here. You know, you get it. You understand. It's cool that she like buried into the floor. And Morph did the same thing in X-Men 97 with Wolverine. Turning into somebody that she cares about to kind of like snap her out of like the funk that she's in. So he turns into her son, Charles. And he's like, we need you. You got to get up, mommy. You know, come on. And she's like, good call. Her son is the only way that, you know, she would kind of get the attention. Like, Morph would get her attention. So good stuff. Kind of a nice moment. But then he has to, like, go back to the fight. And Morph catches Wild Child and Blink. Holocaust is just beating the fuck out of everyone. Slams Sunfire down. Rogue comes in with a punch. This kind of weird roundhouse kick. And then just knocks him, like punches him right in the fucking face. And this is where he says that we captured your husband Magneto and Bishop and we destroyed your base. So that fucking pisses her off enough. Wham! Absolute last place you want to go, Holocaust, she says. She just fucking beats his ass. Punch, and she's gonna fucking just murder him, right? And he's like, you're a pathetic, defeated monster. He's like, maybe, but you're on a teleplatform. And I'm gonna be teleporting into Apocalypse Stronghold, and you're gonna come with me. So he's gonna take her with him. But an ice lasso grabs her and pulls her out. She's like, wait, what? Iceman? No, I want to go with him. And there's Iceman, and there's Sabretooth. He's not fucking dead. Yeah, she wanted to go where he was to save her son and husband. Like, I get that, right? But he stops her. He's like, you know, we're going to free your kid. We're going to get your husband back. But, you know, you're not going to sacrifice yourself. We're going to do it the right way. So, yeah, Iceman was sent by Quicksilver at the end of X-Men number 3 after Apocalypse had captured Magneto. The Amazing X-Men, they came back and they saw everything that happened, and Quicksilver sent people off. Like, you guys go here, Iceman, you go here. Like, we have things we need to do before we do anything, right? So he sent Iceman off to find Rogue and get them to come back. And, you know, hooray, Sabretooth isn't dead. They may as well have just killed him. Like, he doesn't have much to do in the rest of any of the other issues. So they should have just had him, like, die, but he's here. Blink's happy. And then she gives this stirring speech about how the age of Apocalypse is over, and that's the end of Joe Mad's, you know, contribution to the age of Apocalypse in these 4 issues. It was really cool stuff. He did some cool designs for these characters. And there it is. Read Amazing X-Men number 4, then get ready for X-Men Omega. We got a lot more issues to go through before we get to that. So that's the end of Joe Mad's run. Astonishing X-Men. Really fun book. Cool art in it. Love it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Hit that like, share button. And you know what? As always, I'll see you in the next video.